Hello, friends. Hope you're doing well. And I have a quick update for you. And also, I want to let you know that on this Saturday, there's not going to be a live stream. Why? Because this little girl right here has turned into this little girl right here, and she is now turning 4. We're going to have a party for her on Saturday. So I will not be doing a live stream. Have some family flying in. Should be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, I want to share with you that I have moved some of my centerpiece fish from quarantine and put them into the 55-gallon planted. Let's go ahead and take a look at them and see how they're doing, and maybe do a quick little update of some of the other fish here in the fish room. Let's go. I was looking for a fish that would be kind of a showstopper when people walk by the aquarium. And some of you might say, "Hey, look, your group of neons are already a pretty nice-looking group of fish," and they are, but they tend to hide in the plants down here at the bottom. That's where they like to hang out. Some might say that the rummy nose. I have a nice group of rummy nose in here, and that is an impressive fish. I mean, a red nose, black and white striped tail. I mean, they look like some kind of a taxi cab. There's some 24Ks in here. They usually overwhelm the camera. They're so bright. Some rasboras, different kinds, some brilliant rasboras, and some of your harlequin, or I think some people call them lamb chops. But I wanted to get something else in here, and that's where we get into what I added and brought over from quarantine. Currently, the showstopper has got to be this guy right here. This is a type of a pistogramma. Look at the shape of the fins, the tail, the pointed tail. Got cockatoo, or it's a yellow, bright yellow, orange cockatoo pistogramma. He's got a little blue in the pectoral fins. Just a beautiful specimen. Seems to be getting along fine with the other fish. Not chasing anybody, not making any trouble. So right now he is definitely the centerpiece, standout fish in the aquarium. But over time, what's going to probably happen is the empire gudgeons. I have 2 empire gudgeons in here. Very shy. They hang out in the back corner of the aquarium. There's one going up and down the glass in that back corner there. I'm not sure if you can even see him, but he's below the heater. Right now, they're kind of just gray and dull and young. And as they get older, there's 2 of them in here. As they get older, they become outrageously beautiful. So until they actually blossom, that fat little auto there. Until they blossom, this guy will definitely be the showstopper. Until those empire gudgeons really come along. There's another dwarf pisto in here. Here he is. Going to get a lot of blue in the body. He's a dwarf. He'll stay kind of small, but he's a real cute guy, pretty active. I think he's very pretty. He's got blue around the cheeks, and he will be getting more blue in the body over time. You can see a picture of him. There's a little night goby hanging behind there he is right there, hanging around the intake of the hang-on back filter. That's called a night goby. He was a complete impulse buy when I was looking for a centerpiece fish. And you can see in the picture, he'll eventually be very pretty, but he's not going to be necessarily a bright colored showstopper. But I think he's a pretty guy. He's a pretty fish. Yeah, he hears me talking about him. very small. Doesn't get that big. Very peaceful. His body will get nice spots over time. These brilliant rasboras are a pretty good size. They're about the size of the empire gudgeons right now. The empire gudgeons will get bigger. There's one right there in the back of the aquarium. They are so shy, I can't believe it. Hopefully they'll come around. So my Corey's hanging out. Along with these giant snails and a ton of plecos. I've got to thin out. Got too many plecos in there. Oh, there's a Corey back there. Another pleco. I'm surprised my little autos can keep up, because there's one of the autos right there cleaning a 3 or 4 little autos in here. Here's that little pisto. You can see the blue in the face. The cockatoo. So this tank is coming along. I do have some showstoppers in here. I would try rams, but I don't know. Rams might be a little bit overly aggressive when you consider I've got these, what you would almost call a nano fish, these little ember tetras. I've got 5 or 6 of those in here. Maybe they would be intimidated by something like a ram. Maybe even the empires will be a little bit too big for them when they get bigger. Oh, there's one right there. Just for a second. You see him only for a fleeting moment. Oh, they're both back there. I'm catching them in the reflection of the glass. They have a 2-part dorsal fin. There's both of them back there hanging out in the corner. They've got a two-section dorsal fin that's really, really pretty. Really looking forward to watching them mature. Most of these plants in here are from the aquarium co-op. Very hardy, especially the crypts. The crypts have worked out really, really well. This is a lily I picked up at a local fish store, pet supermarket. They're no longer around. They actually shut down their location. They were just down the street from me, which was very convenient if I ever needed something on an immediate basis, but they're gone. They shut down. They weren't just fish. They were all about dogs and cats and ferrets and all kinds of other stuff. Corys. Oh, 4 or 5 Corys in here. So at any rate, just wanted to share with you that I've brought over what I would call my centerpiece fish. And now it's just a matter of patience and time for the empire gudgeons to mature and put on that spectacular color. And hopefully as that occurs, they'll become a little bit more active. Like this cockatoo, who just comes right up to the front. He's very active, very interactive, has no fear. Just a very pretty fish. I have a question for you regarding this aquarium here, which is just full of some beautiful fish, including these redhead tapajos, some congos, beautiful red spotted severum. My question for you is do you think that this little green tear, you think he's ready and big enough to survive in the 210 gallon? Now you'll notice that I have brought over my little Paratilapia Polini, who is hiding in the back of the aquarium here. I'll see if I can get him on the video. But do you think that this green terrier, who has a lot of attitude, he's a great eater. There's the Polini back there. Likes to blend in against the back of the aquarium. You can't see him. You can see his spots. Let's see if we can spot him back there. There he is. I've got him in the 90-gallon. Beautiful fish. Hopefully he'll do well in here. Put on some size and maybe end up in the 210 eventually. But what do you think? Do you think that green terrier is ready to go into the 210? He's got a lot of attitude. Eats like a beast. Look how fat he is. I don't know. I mean, I don't think the Oscars or anybody would try and eat him. Beautiful fish. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. It's definitely a beautiful specimen. And again, no live stream this Saturday. I will be off the grid being a grandpa. One of the different hats I wear in life. Perhaps my favorite hat, the grandpa hat. So that's the update. If you have any tips, ideas, suggestions, include them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. As I like to say, we all learn from each other on this channel. So I thank you for tuning in, and I will see you live in 2 weeks. I'll be back for a live stream. Until then, my friends, watch for some other videos, uploads, shorts, and all kinds of other good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. You are appreciated. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.